G'day ladies and gentlemen, you know what's crazy? 3 videos in a row to record because I had some ideas to go roll off the noggin. So, without further ado, we're going to make some content, baby! How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. How are we all doing on this fine day? It is nice and 5 p.m-y. It's not too cold at the moment. The sun's sort of still out. That's why I can get the third one done. But I have a topic for you guys. Now, 2 videos ago I made a video about, you know, stop bullying the small engine bikes, alright? And it's, I reckon it was a good point. But today it's sort of on the other end of the spectrum, but it's not as intense, okay? And that is, people need to learn to shut up about telling people about how much bike is too much bike for the road, okay? You don't buy a Lamborghini or a Ferrari because it's practical and you know, good for the family life and does all the commuting really well. You buy that shit because it's fun, okay? Same principle applies to buying a goddamn 1000cc, 1400cc, 750cc, bloody even 600 in some cases, for the road, alright? Don't shit on people because they want to enjoy the absolute best and fastest things that humanity has made for the street, alright? You don't buy a H2 because, oh, it's a H2. Oh, I mean, some people do, but you buy it because it makes the noises and it goes fucking quick. You don't buy a Cruiser because it's fast, you buy it because it's bloody obnoxious. It's a big engine, it's heavy, it's loud, and then you have fun doing it. Same thing goes for buying a bloody R1. You don't buy an R1 because it's just fast enough to pass people in traffic, dude. That is just the stupidest argument I hear all the time. Oh, it's too much for the road. Yes it is. And you know what? That's completely fine. But yeah, man, like, look, there's a lot of old guys who have ridden a lot of the bigger bikes, and they've gone, look, man, I understand you want for these faster bikes, but you don't need them. And look, I can understand those who have ridden them for a long period of time, how they have their points. But you can't teach everyone by wording, okay? If you're going to complain that, oh, you need to shift less and it's boring, some people might like that, okay? And also, some people might they just want to have that is a disgusting colour on Mustangs, that grabber blue. They need to feel it the old-fashioned way. Now, look, I can understand not shifting and just being in one gear all the time can get old. But some people don't care. And also, they just want to experience the thrill of that hyper-acceleration. Now, I've ridden an MT-09 as the fastest accelerating bike I've ridden so far. But guess what? That shit's fast by my standards, and there's even faster things than that. Now, I was like, whoa, the MT-09's quick. And I can only imagine a bloody leader bike or RSV4's acceleration, dude. That would be unreal. But guess what? I haven't got one or access to one, so I'm probably going to buy one day because I just want to know what it's like. Do I care? No. Is it going to be hard to ride legally in Australia? Absolutely. You can't bloody speed anywhere in this country. We've gotten really soft. We've got the world's like bloody biggest massive nothing. Like Australia is very like comparable to the size of the main size of our USA, right? And all of our speed limits are only 60 miles an hour and maybe I think 70 at the most. Now, it's 100 to 130 k's, all right? We have such slow speed limits and such big masses, and we can't travel at normal speeds because the government, or the big roads and all that, are like, oh, but we don't want people to crash. We've got better vehicles, better brakes. Somehow we've got shitty roads, but point being is like, oh, man, you don't need all that power, but who cares? You're going to find places to use it. You might go to a track day, you might sneak out to the middle of nowhere. Point being is you're going to experience what that bike has to give you, and it's going to scare you one way or another. And some people need to experience that fear to know, right? Not everyone needs to just get content with buying the idea of an MT-07 is honestly perfect for the road. And I agree, you don't really even need more than an MT-03 in Australia to get by, because like there's just no reason to have that much oomph. An MT-03 has more than enough power to overtake on the freeways here. It revs out just nice. It's a fuel efficient thing. It's got plenty of horsepower for the street, and guess what? That's fine. But do I care? No, I don't want that. If I want to buy a goddamn MT-09 or an MT-10 or a bloody Super Duke or a Street Fighter V2 or V4 or God forbid a Tuono V4, I'll fucking do it. Can I afford them at the moment? No, but will I in the future? Yes, and if I wanted to, I'll fucking buy one. Brother, stop bitching and moaning that it's too much power for the road. Go back to your Prius and shut your mouth. Most bikes are too much power for the road. This is a fact, alright? Any electric car is way too much car for the road. In fact, I would hardly call them cars. They're fucking too much car for the tip at this point. They're garbage. Anyway, point being is they accelerate way too fast. Bikes accelerate, brother, 150cc bikes can accelerate. Have you seen the R15Ms? They're fast enough. Honestly, I would buy an R15 because I think they're awesome. But the point being is, shush! Let people enjoy what they can buy and ride around. Do they care if it's fuel efficient? No, you wouldn't buy a bloody litre like bike if you wanted fuel efficiency. Do they care if it's got, you know, too much power in first gear? No, that's probably why they enjoy it. Like, look at this Porsche over there. Now, I don't like Porsches too much, but that's way too much for the road. There's just no need for it. You could just have the Toyota next door and have more than enough car. But, like, that's a nice colour, though. But the point being is, there's no need. Why would you do it? Because we like them. They sound nice. They feel nice. Those higher quality sports bikes, naked bikes, and all that, they have better components. They have better brakes, better technology, whereas the cheaper bikes, while being more suited for the street, have less features, which is a selling point for some. I don't particularly care, because my bike doesn't even have a tachometer. I don't know why that was such an argumentative point for a lot of people not to have a tacho on a bike. Like, brother, when you drive something that has, like, a manual gearbox, you don't usually focus on watching the res. You're not going, hello, you're sort of feeling and listening. So the lack of tacho was completely fine. Like, this was my first bike and I had to learn it the old-fashioned way. It's like, brother, I never once thought, God, I wish I had a tachometer. But the point being is, sometimes you wish you had better brakes. Like R1s and CBR 1000 Pirates have phenomenal brakes. Ducatis as well. They stop on a dime, whereas my bike, not so much. But that's why you'd buy a more expensive bike. They've got better features, they look nice, they're heavier, so some people like that for stability. Man, everyone has a preference, and everyone needs to sort of learn to shut up about it. Goddamn, I've got too much prejudice against people and their bike choices in this biker community, and it's starting to get on my nerves. I don't know why, I don't know how we let this happen, but gee, let everyone ride what they ride, man. It is what it is. I have had good times on smaller CC bikes. Like, if you remember Jason's old CBR 250, that thing was a blast to ride. Thing only weighed like 160 kilos and had like no horsepower, but I loved riding that bike. It was great. It's a shame I'm not mates with him anymore, because that bike was so much fun. But guess what? I like my Honda Rebel. CBR 500 is a bit of a, you know, controversial bike in the space, but you know what? It's fine. It's like the Ninja 500. I don't think I've heard much good things about that either. But who cares? I'm happy, all right? Let me enjoy what I ride. Let me enjoy what you ride. I'm not going to complain if you buy yourself something like a Gixxer 1000 or a Gixxer 1000. Those things are kind of cool. I wouldn't care if you bought like a Street Fighter V4 or an Aprilia V4. Now, what I hear, the Aprilia V4s are slower than the Street Fighters, but they're more fun because they're more which is why you buy them talkie nakeds, man. You want to get launched into oblivion. You want your brain to smack the back of your skull and give you a concussion as you accelerate. Whoo-wee! But all in all, that's really what I wanted to get off my chesticles. So yeah, that's all I have time for today, ladies and gentlemen. That is the third and final video of my riding session today, wrapped up. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know down below with your comments and all that, but hop on whatever bike you want and enjoy it. Stop bloody giving your opinions of how much you don't like things to other people. But as always, take it easy, keep it cheesy, and have a good day. Peace, bye!